All right, cold weather's almost here and it's coming fast. You got a little small outboard, you don't know what to do to prepare it for the cold season and have it running for next season. I'm gonna show you what to do. First step, fire it up. I'm gonna let it warm up. It's already actually warmed up. I did that off camera. But I'm gonna let it warm up and I wanna just turn off the fuel. And I'm gonna let it idle, maybe give some throttle, because it's a little motor, it's a little 2.5. It's gonna take a long time to run all the gas out of the carburetor, but I'm gonna turn the fuel off and just let it run. Put the cowling on just because it's loud with no cowling on it. Give it a little RPMs and probably take about 5 minutes. Almost there. All right, stalled, but let's make sure all the gas is out. Let's try starting it again. All right, all the gas is out of it. Something I did forget to mention, it's always good if you have it in your area to run non-ethanol fuel. Okay, so the thing about non-ethanol fuel is if you use your outboard all the time, you're going through fuel, it's okay to use ethanol fuel. If you don't use it too much, run non-ethanol. I think around me it's like $5 a gallon. Yeah, it's kind of pricey, but a little 2.5 like this, how many gallons are you gonna go through? If you do run ethanol fuel throughout the season, it is a good time to put non-ethanol in it while you're doing this. It just prevents everything from getting all nasty and all. Now that we got all the fuel out of it, pull the cowling back off. And here's what I personally will do next. I grab some sort of spray, WD-40, you can even use fog and oil, but I prefer 656. It's just like a marine WD-40. It smells like, honestly, syrup. It smells good. It's a lot better than like WD-40 smell. But you just spray the whole entire thing down. I mean, the metal, the plastic, whatever, just cover everything, make sure it's all coated, and it will leave like a slightly oil film on it, and it helps prevent corrosion. Plus, it makes the engine look really good. It makes it look brand new. So now that that's done, so we already got the gas ran out of it, I got non-ethanol fuel in it, I got it sprayed with something, this time 656, to make sure corrosion doesn't happen. The next step is to fog it. Now on this little outboard, to get to the spark plug, there's a little rubber cap. Most other outboards, it's a little easier to get to the spark plugs, but these little 2.5s are cute. They're compact. So you take the little rubber cap off, you pull the spark plug boot. All right, get it out of the way. Now everything's all slimy because I just sprayed it. Maybe I should have done the opposite order. Doesn't really matter though. All right, so take the spark plug out. On this model, is it a 13/16? Yes, 13/16 socket. Stick it right through the hole. Let's pop our spark plug out. Now's a good time to look at your spark plug. I looked at it, it's definitely a spark plug. All right, now time to fog it. Doesn't really matter the type of fog and oil. I mean, some people make up their own recipe with like ATF and all, but as long as it's something petroleum based. Just be careful. The reason I say be careful is you don't want to put so much in it and just jam the plug in it when you go to start it next. First pull, it hydrolocks, you break something. I typically will spray a bunch in there, then pull over the engine. And you can see how much is squirted out. But what I'm kind of doing is getting the piston move around, getting all that fog and oil to move around to make sure the cylinder walls are covered. The real reason why I use the fog and oil is to coat the cylinder walls, make sure nothing, like your piston rings or your valves, nothing gets seized or anything in there. Just coat everything all nice and good. All right, now that we're done with that, take your spark plug that's nice and warm, let's put it back in. When you go to tighten it, nothing crazy, just a little, all you need. Don't go smacking all the impact or nothing. It's a aluminum cylinder head. Easy with it. These engines, they're just wee little guys. You gotta be nice to them. All right, so we got our rubber piece. Now we put it back. There's not really too much else you have to do in these little engines. You don't really have to run antifreeze through them. There's no real easy way to do it. You could fill up a 5-gallon bucket, or maybe it's the whole container with the antifreeze, run it through it. But all outboards are self-draining, the exception of some early Suzuki 350s. They do not drain down. Anyway, most outboards are self-draining. All the water will drain out, and now you're just ready for storage. There's not really too much to storing these little guys, but in my eyes at least, I put non-ethanol fuel in it. I ran the fuel out of the carburetor so the carburetor can't get all nasty. I coated everything in a nice slimy substance to make sure no corrosion happens, and I fogged it. Now that the engine is fogged, it is perfectly normal for when you fire this thing up in the springtime for it to smoke a lot. Don't worry, it's going to keep the mosquitoes away, but it is going to smoke a lot. It will go away. So yeah, that's about it for winterizing your small outboard and preparing it for long-term storage. The same method can be used for very long storage. If you don't plan on using it for a couple of years, it should be fine. I do suggest try keeping it in a dry place. Outside isn't really ideal. Like, even if you put it in your shed, it's fine. Following these steps, you can ensure that this thing will fire up for you next season.